Yo, it's Worm. Today there is a new collab Fortnite and Star Wars in Lego Fortnite. Today I'm going to show you how you can create one of these Star Wars weapons. They're pretty epic. We're going to start off with looking for this NPC called Captain Theara. Once you start talking to her, she'll ask you a few questions. Just say you want to be a friend or a rebel. She will then give you a new item. You will be gifted the macro binoculars. This is basically an item that helps you find rebels or Star Wars bases. Like here, 317 meters away. Once you go there, you can now explore the area and find some new items. Chapter 2, Rebel Workbench. Now we're in the Rebel work area, we're going to need a pickaxe because we're going to go start farming random things, like a light. Once you pickaxe this light, it's going to drop you a new material which will trigger a new recipe. Yep, this is a new workbench for the rebels. If you go to utilities, the third one down and fourth one across. You're going to need some plastoid to build it and some wood as well. To get the plastoid, all you need to do is break random objects like the ones right outside the rebel base. Once you've got enough materials, we can now go create the rebel workbench. Once you create the workbench, you can then see what recipes you have available. You're only going to have one currently, and that's the macro binoculars that you got earlier from picking up that material. When you head back inside to the rebel bench, start pickaxing random things and it can drop you a new material. Just like this one, the Durasteel. You now have the recipe for the weapons. I'm going to make a new workbench at my actual base, and now we have 4 new things we can build on it. The DL-44, the bowcaster, the thermal detonator, and obviously the binoculars from earlier. We're going to make the first one, the DL-44. Now we have the recipe for the DL-44, we're going to try and create it. First we need the resources. So you need Durasteel, cut ruby and power cells. I'm going to show you how to get all 3 resources. It can be long-winded. So step 1, cut ruby. To get cut ruby, you need to go to one of the lava caves with a blue pickaxe and farm these red rocks. They will drop 2 rubies every time you pickaxe one. Also, while we're here, we're going to get some bright core. You can either get that from doing it off the wall or by killing one of these little skull guys. The bright core does come a little bit scarce, but the skull people don't. Now we've got the red ruby, we're going to head back to our base and use the gem car. You can now cut the ruby. We only need to cut 5, but you can do as much as you want. It will take a little while to do though.
Much later.
Collect your 5 cut rubies and you're 1/3 done. Step 2, power cell. This one's pretty long-winded because you're going to need 2 resources, glass and biomass. To get biomass, we need to create a compost bin. To do that, go to utility and there's third one across. We're going to need a few resources like planks, soil, sand and fertilizer. To get started, we're going to need a shovel, and to make a shovel we need 3 wooden rods and 1 plank. So if you go over to the lumber mill, we're just going to use wood and we're just going to craft planks and wooden rods. Pretty simple. Once you've done that, go back to the crafting bench and create a shovel. With the shovel, we now need to go to 2 different areas. We can go to grasslands to get the soil, which is right here. And then we have to go over to the drylands or the beach area, and we need to start shoveling some sand. Try to aim for around 20 for sand, because you're going to need it to make glass later on. We now need fertilizer, which can be found just following animals around. They're just going to drop it on the floor or by your little barn area where your farm's animals just drop it randomly as well. Once you've got all 3, we're now going to go get some planks from the lumber mill that we prepared earlier on, and we can now go create the compost bin. I recommend making at least 3 of these because it does speed it up. The next step is we now need to wait till night time, and we now need to go kill some skeleton guys and collect their bones. You're going to need about 15 to 20 to speed up the process of making this stuff. Now head back to your compost and just add it to the bin, and it's going to cook. It's going to take a little while.
Much later.
While it's cooking, we're going to go make some glass because this is going to take a while because we need 50. We've only got 4 at the moment. So if you head over to the metal smelter, put in the sand and the bright core that we collected earlier on, and then we can start making glass. It's basically 2 for 1, so every 2 sand you need 1 bright core and it'll give you 1 glass. Well, that's going down. We're going to go back to our compost and then we're going to check on the progress, and there you go, we've got 50 biomass. While stuff's happening, do other stuff. It will literally make things go a lot quicker. Okay, so we've got 4 glass, we need 6 altogether. Once we've got all that, we can now go create the power cell. If you do have villagers, they will create stuff for you like this, so you could just literally put it in chests and then farm it later on. Like I have. We've got quite a lot of glass now, but we've still got a little bit of biomass. Okay, we're now going to create the power cell. As you can see, the power cell is now created. Okay, the last item to get now is we're going to go back to the rebel, go on top, and we're now going to farm these satellite dishes. If you have a blue pickaxe, you can literally farm these and it'll break in like a couple of swings, and you're going to get the Duracell really quickly. This is a quicker way how to do it. If you do see broken down ships, you can get them and you just need to break them down using the stone breaker. As you can see, we have all 3 components now. We're now going to go create on the rebel workbench the DL-44. And there you go. You can just put it in your quick bar and we can go shoot some things. Before we do that, I'm going to see if I can make it stronger or stabilize it so it lasts longer. Okay, we're going to go check. Yeah, you can't. You can't enhance this weapon. That's a shame. Oh well. Anyway guys, I hope this has helped you on your quest to shoot things with the Star Wars weapons. If you need any more help, just leave a comment and I'll get back to you. Till next time. Peace.